Well, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? We've got some special guests, and you can see them on the screen. We've got Klock, Mike and Ricky, Klock's Family Adventures. How you guys doing?
Hi there.
And we've got Kurt and Marcia from CME Traveling in the house.
Hi, everybody.
How are you guys? And are you guys all ready for tonight? As we talk the truth of Helen tonight. That's what it should have been titled. The truth about Helen.
I've had 2 days on my show, our show, which is called, Daily Coffee Talk from CME Traveling. But anyway, and I've told the truth each time. I don't see if I need to address anything.
Well, we shall see. We shall see.
And on the Klocks, they had some photographic evidence of some events. So
they did, yeah. And we've got something very interesting to share that I did not notice when a clip was played. So it must have just been the angle of the clip I got. But we're going to share something
some
tonight.
Interesting details that may have been left out of some of the things that have been shared before.
So we shall see. But let's quick say hey to some people that are in the chat. We've got Rob in the house from Kuzan High Seas. First one in. Welcome in, Rob.
Hey.
And we've got Blaine is in the house.
Hey.
Welcome in, Blaine.
I believe I hugged that man, but I'm not sure. I could have. Sure it may or may not have happened.
Blaine was that's the first time we met him. I did not realize how tall that man was. He is tall.
You got to do something about that, Blaine.
Blaine was quiet this year. He was a little quiet without Mallory, though. I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we've got Marjorie in the house. Welcome in,
Hi,
Marjorie. And we've got Meg is in the house. Welcome in, Meg.
Okay, so let's stop right here.
So we got to meet Meg and Paul, which was awesome.
And Mr. Paul, the foodie, dropped off, or he and Meg brought over some.
He did. He brought us some
fattening bad stuff.
It was some rolls that they don't have out here on the West Coast. They're an East Coast thing. They were good. They didn't last. Just so you know, Meg, Paul, they were delicious. And you're right. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get more of those because they were very, very good.
So Paul was like, if you tolerate Little Debbie's, you'll absolutely go bonkers for these, and we did.
We did. They're very, very good. And Elvin is in the house. Welcome in, Elvin. Glad you're here. Here's someone else that we got to meet in person. James Cantonese. Welcome in, James. Glad that you're here. Got to meet James and Cindy. Was very, very cool.
We kind of stalked them at the store. Ricky and I were at the we were sweatshirt shopping, and we were bumping into them, and we're like, "Hey, we're really not stalking you, but we are."
And then we have the shenanigans themselves in the house.
Wait a minute. The Klocks are in with the Klocks.
The Klocks are in with the Klocks. And then we've got Mike and Rihanna is in the house. And then we've got the other shenanigans, the real shenanigans, the leaders of the shenanigan crew.
So CME and Klock are in and in.
And Sherry's in the house. Got to meet Sherry and Danny, which was awesome. Welcome in.
The real captain.
The real. And the real captain. Absolutely. There's a little banter going on Facebook.
We had no idea that there was controversy.
I know. Didn't know. And then we got Jason from Cajun Country Travels. We got to meet Jason on the booze cruise. Welcome in, Jason. Glad you're here. All right. And look who else we've got in here tonight. Jimmy, the astute to us. Welcome in, Jimmy. Astute. Yes, I have not been drinking anything tonight. But welcome in. Glad that you are here, Jimmy. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's stop her right there. I'm going to pin that one right now.
Okay.
All right.
So
my wife, every live that she's here, obviously, she has to have an itinerary and a schedule. So
talking points, I shared them, and we had when the Klocks and CME came up, I asked, what can't we talk about?
And I don't think they said any. We
well,
couldn't talk
Kurt
about
had
anything.
one very important item, which we shall not mention.
Oh, yeah.
My life's an open book.
This is true. We learned a lot this weekend. We learned a lot. So we flew in on Wednesday. I think they got in there earlier on Wednesday.
Yeah, you guys drove in on Wednesday too. How was your guys' travels coming into Helen?
It was not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
No.
We beat clocking them there, and that was the
And
important.
that's
thing.
me stopping 6 or 8 times. Still, I mean, I was the 3 hour ahead of him, and he still caught up within an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You only have a 5-hour drive. I have a 9-hour drive.
And then you caught up. What was going on there with that gas pedal?
Well, I think Klock said when he's on 85 that was just a suggestion. So,
90 was what he was probably
85
about.
on 85.
95, 95. I know he does. Yeah.
So when we got there, they had already done some stuff, had some fun, were way into it.
But we got there Wednesday night and we ate dinner at Cowboys and Angels, or Angels and Cowboys, which.
What did you guys do? Ricky, I'd like to hear from you.
Don't tell her.
We went to lunch for a very deceiving snack. It was more of a meal. And what's the name of the place?
The Troll Tavern.
The Troll Tavern.
Troll, right in behind the hotel, right across the Chattahoochee River.
Oh,
Chattanooga.
What'd you call me?
Chatta what?
What?
Giving statistics, though.
Anyway,
We down
Right.
yonder.
we went. I'm just trying to be good today.
So when we got there, the first thing we learned, what they said was, we're eating cat litter for breakfast or something.
Cat litter.
No, kitty cat heads.
Kitty heads.
Kitty heads.
I'm sure that wasn't the exact statement that was coming out of your mouth.
I would like
Wait
to.
a minute. Let me get the paper right here and make sure we get this right. It's Dottie's that we went to, and it is a restaurant that on your way in, you pass by to get to our hotel, and the big old sign out front says Cat Head Biscuits here.
That's not what Mike called them. Mike?
I called them correctly.
What did Mike
Uh,
call? Mike, what'd you call
I'm not
them?
sure what I called them.
You're not sure?
Oh.
You seem to have
Okay.
forgotten.
It was a long time ago, and
Yeah.
Mike's getting old.
Oh, hey. Well, Sherry just has a question here that I think Ricky and Cindy can answer.
Yeah.
I want to see who wins the corn hold competition. My mind is Ricky and I have got tons of corn, and we're packing it up.
And we have it on hold.
Yes, I do think that because they were ready to play, but Captain Billy said that they had
He had to go
get all ready for dinner that
get all
night,
puffed
so he
and
made
powdered
some
for dinner.
excuse.
Oh, we can't
Why
be here.
they
We can do
couldn't
it
play
after
tonight.
dinner, though.
Yeah.
Never happened. So by default, because we were there ready to play and we've got the skills. Did you see Ricky? Did you see her? All of a sudden, she
Me?
just went, "I'm done with this." Boom, 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 boom. Winner.
You guys did
Cindy
pretty good.
carried us
Winner.
the entire time. Just want to be clear.
Who carried
Kathy Mills. Oh my
Welcome
gosh.
in, Kathy. It was so nice meeting
We
Kathy.
met this celebrity.
Yes, it was so. And you know what? When she walked up to the ice cream place where we had spaghetti ice, you could just tell that's Kathy Mills, and it was Kathy Mills. So it was so glad to meet you, Kathy. It was awesome. And then we ate at the dinner that night too. That
I
was
know.
awesome.
I mean, it was strange. Hi, Kathy. Glad to see you. May I sit on you for dinner because it was so tight.
Oh my goodness.
Literally, Kathy and
tried
I were like trying to eat, sitting on top of each other. It was hilarious.
They tried to pack us in around that table.
You're very comfortable, Kathy. Very comfortable.
All righty.
She jumped ahead.
Oh, I jumped ahead. Don't get off track, whatever you do.
Kurt is not for the spontaneity.
Uh-uh.
He wants to stay in order.
Uh-huh.
Well, I got rules and I'm sticking by it. Yeah.
Do
There you
you?
go.
We're not finished with Wednesday, are we?
No. Did we finish when? No, we went to Cowboys
We
and
went
Angels.
Cowboys and Angels.
Tell us about your flight in. Tell us about your flight in, and then you got a car, and you thought it was going to be just like that, and you was going to zip right up there from Atlanta to us, and it took a little longer, didn't it?
It took a lot longer than we expected. So we got up at what time did we leave the house? 3 a.m. Yeah, we left the house about 3 and got to the airport, got our car in. And Alaska Airlines actually, but the reason we ended up going in on Wednesday instead of Thursday is because Alaska offered us a credit if we changed our flight. So that's why we went in a day early. But when we changed our flight, they didn't give us the same seats.
So we got
got
for
jammed up.
height, weight appropriate people.
They might as well put us in the toilet area because that's about as much space that we had. It was crazy.
Actually, I went up to go stretch in the toilet.
She did. About halfway through the flight, she started getting cramps in her legs.
Yeah.
About halfway through the flight, she started getting cramps in her legs, and she had to actually stand up and go to the back of the plane to be able to stretch out.
And you can like stretch like this. That's about it. There's the walls are right there. So, but hey, we made it. We got there. We're like booking it, and we're texting, hey, we landed. We're here. We're gonna be there in 37 seconds. And 37 hours later, we're still in the line trying to get our car.
So what I thought, because we had it paid for ahead of time and everything, so I thought it was going to be zoomed right through. No, it was about 45 minutes to an hour to get our car. And then I thought it was going to be about an hour and a half drive. No, it was about a 3-hour drive. So it was pretty crazy.
We thought you were close by, and Klock said, or Ricky, one of them said, they're just now getting their car.
What was the comment you made about
Yeah.
a panda bear when you were done?
What?
Well, that's something
That I love them.
Don't get in
yeah, that you wanted to choke him or punch him or something.
Punch him in the throat. She said
that's
You
right.
wanted to throat punch a
Throat.
panda bear.
punch a baby panda in the throat.
Wow, really?
I'm not sure that was actually,
I have written proof.
But I'm good at the text.
This is true.
It was pretty crazy, and we both we were so glad to get out of there. But then we had to deal with the Atlanta traffic.
Yeah.
That I joke that it's going to be a while. As soon as we got out of the airport, it was bumper to bumper all the way through Atlanta. It was pretty insane.
To fly into Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah, next time we go that way, I think we will be not doing Atlanta. That's for sure.
Standing next to Blaine made me feel like a dwarf.
Yes.
He made me feel like a dwarf, Meg. I cannot believe how tall he was.
Let's check in a little bit with chat here to see if anybody's
up, right,
what?
right,
Where?
right there.
Well, there's
We
Mr.
got
Paul himself.
Mr. Paul, so
Howdy,
nice
howdy,
meeting you,
howdy.
Paul, over the weekend. And if you weren't in the chat when we were saying those pastries that you gave us were fantastic. We ate them all the way to the airport. That gave us a rush.
And you're right. Little Debbie's needs to fix it.
Yeah.
We have Glow Bees Travel.
Welcome
Welcome
in, guys.
in.
Glad
Hello,
you're
everyone.
here.
Glad you're here. We're doing we hung out with these magic people, and we just want to expose them for who they really are. Let's see.
Ricky.
What are we saying, Kate? When I go to Hawaii trip, I'll get my gold card with Carnival. Nice.
Very cool. That is awesome.
Let's see. Everyone's just saying hi. I just want to make sure
You missed up.
you want to drive.
Yep.
You want to drive? You want to drive?
I'm gonna drive for a minute.
Grandma came in. Hello.
Welcome in, Grandma on the Go. Glad you're
Hello.
here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. What was that, Kurt?
I was just saying, Fearless Ramblers, one of them that came in also.
Also,
we
Ben
miss?
J. Gathers.
Do we miss George? Oh, he must be
Mr.
He must be down further. Okay. We're a little bit behind. So we're not as experienced at this as Kurt and Marsha are. So we're a little bit behind the 8 ball here.
Yeah, 74.
We've got Emily's in the
Hello,
house.
cruisers.
Welcome in. All right. So as I'm checking the chat, go ahead.
Orange Cold Vlog said,
Oh,
hey.
Yep.
Howdy,
Hey,
hey.
Ross, welcome in. Glad you are here. Hopefully
What's
you're doing
Kathy
well,
got
sir.
to say?
And Cassie said, impressed at the 3 men on the show skipping on the bridge and how we've got. Yeah, we're gonna be talking a little bit.
Kathy,
So-
we will do anything for $1
Or $10.50.
or $10.50.
Someone has a threshold.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
what else we got?
Okay, so we went to Cowboys and Angels, and I think everybody was pretty happy about the situation.
That was good. We had some pretty good food there, I thought.
So we're sitting there, and Miss Ricky, out from her purse comes cards that recognized her. Oh, look. Oh, you've got yours right there.
Does it
What
say
does
Cindy?
yours say?
It says, now where did I put my house keys? Getting older is just one big scavenger hunt.
Well,
So
mine, and I don't, Marsha, you are together. You are together. So I opened mine. It has a cute little fairy, little wings, and a little wand.
Hold on. Now I'm trying to get back out of solo.
Just click on the 3.
Oh, there we go.
there you go.
So mine has little fairy and little wand, and it says every year the birthday fairy comes by and makes us 1 year older. And it's sweet and it's cute, and you open it up and then it says, bitch.
That's so good. That is-
But seeing Cindy's face when she opened that and saw it and just burst into a whole fit of laughter was priceless.
Yes, it was priceless when she
Perfect.
opened that up.
It was the exact reaction I knew I was going to get.
Now all of you in the chat know why we hang out with each other.
Welcome in, Martinez, Yarn and Kraus. Welcome.
Hola.
Oh my goodness, the man, the myth, the legend is here.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
Captain Billy.
Oh, there it is.
in
I
the
cannot
house.
believe you are showing your face in here, Mr. Billy. I'm not even going to call you captain tonight.
Says ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy there, beautiful, not a cornhole champion, Cindy. Oh my goodness.
I cannot believe you.
Beautiful Marsha, not a cornhole champion, Ricky. Bruce, old man Kurt, and dress wearing Klock.
Although, to be clear, you are also not a cornhole champion yourself.
Yes.
She's speaking truth.
Pretty sure his partner carried him because I watched it.
I am sure Scott. I agree with you there, Kurt. Scott was like hitting all the time, and I'm not even sure if Billy hit the board. To be honest with you,
Yeah, he hit the board and it slid right off, but
That was a problem. That was a problem.
Yeah.
So we're getting there, and by the way, guys, my Klock can drive. He can back up. He can go forward. He can drive.
Back up and go forward.
He can do the basics.
Do was pick us
Hold
up
on.
at the front
Hold on.
door after Hoppers.
hold on. He had the same parking spot
Mhm.
3 days straight.
He did.
yeah, he did.
That was impressive. If you would have seen where this parking area was.
Yeah, right there at the ramp
It-
going up to the.
he got out. He's right there at his room.
Yeah, he did. But that's okay, Mike, because on the last night when we did the dinner, when we drove back to the parking lot, Cindy was driving, and Cindy made me get in to park it. She couldn't park.
I
in the parking
appreciate
spot.
you, Mike. He has this really big, comfortable, wonderful van that could play movies and music and turn on lights and blow air on us. It was amazing.
Mhm. Captain chairs. Make sure you shut the door behind you when you get out, though.
That's right.
Yes.
So
People were racing in barns this weekend.
Just push a button, it shuts automatically.
if you push the button.
If you put,
There's a lot of times Ricky's walking all the way around the van, or Mike's coming around the van to push the button that Kurt jumped out and just walked away.
Once,
Oh man. Meh, meh.
only once did I do that because I was screamed at. Was you raised in a barn? And I was like, well, maybe, but
Who would have screamed at you, Kurt?
I think it's one of these people up here.
I don't know where I'm pointing.
People up here.
By these people.
All the people above me.
Huh.
We are polite and kind,
Good.
always.
It was good.
Always.
So on Thursday, what did we do on Thursday?
Okay, Thursday, we had an by the pineapple alarm clock, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. So we all joined Kurt and Marsha for their live Thursday morning, which was awesome. Thank you for inviting us. But before that, I get a text from a one Mr. Klock. I was awake already, by the way, that said, "Are you awake?" And he says, "I don't believe you. Open the door." So I opened the door, and when I opened the door in the parking lot right in front of our door, what do I have but Mike Klock with his camera rolling? And then he says, "Turn around." I turn around, and somebody tagged my door, Michael.
I think it was Kurt. So, see,
Well, I
this is
don't know
another thing.
because the thing said MK on it.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold on.
What are you
I'm
doing?
working on it. I don't have fingernails. I'm gonna
Mike's
need your
doing
help.
yoga.
I have evidence that someone's trying to frame me.
Oh.
Oh, really?
What?
Someone's trying to
Oh.
frame you?
When I got home on Sunday, this was on my van.
Pineapple.
Yeah, it even says
Well,
pineapple. on them.
So you have two
Yep.
types of pineapple magnets you're tossing out there.
No,
Well, that's
Don't
cool.
forget the flags that he put
Why
on.
would I put it on my own van?
I don't
and
know.
Why would you
Why
put
would
it
I
on
write
your
my
van?
name right on the back of it? Clear as day.
That's just obvious when you write your name on the back of the
Yeah.
pineapple.
You want everybody to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Oh, hey, Alice.
Hey, Alice, welcome in. Glad you're here. It was great seeing Alice and Eddie again. That was awesome. So welcome in, Alice. Glad you're here. It was a great
Alice and Eddie
weekend.
got a pineapple too on their car.
Alice and
Wow,
Eddie had a
Mike, you were making the rounds there.
No. I believe it's one just like this one.
So
Sure. I did find out I am taller than Eddie.
you carried a pineapple. What is it? 7, 8, 9 hours away, all the way back to Maryland,
And it went to Girl Scouts.
and it went to Girl Scouts. Very impressive.
You filled up your van with gas. I mean, you never noticed
He
that.
even
I cleaned the windshield. I
That's
probably
what's
hit
good.
it when I was cleaning the windshield.
You can do that. You can spot, Kurt.
I have
You
no
can
clue
spot.
where it was at.
Oops. I just jumped the chat. I hate when I do that. I'm a bad driver.
Oh, let's talk about something else then.
Okay.
Hey, I want to know what these notes are about me popping a kid in the head.
Oh,
No, exactly.
Here's the fact
what that
pattern.
note is about Marsha.
Dottie's. We're at Dottie's. We're walking into Dottie's to
You
eat
were
breakfast
videotaping.
Thursday
You don't
morning.
even know what you're talking about.
Knocked the kid out.
Wow.
Marsha knocked the kid out. Boom. Kid was bleeding blood everywhere. People
What's the matter?
screaming.
I went to go open the door and there was a kid laying
Screaming.
flat on his face, screaming
Screaming.
bloody murder. They thought that I had hit the kid with the door, but I had not. He was already laying there when I got there. I swear.
Y'all should have seen Mike Klock got to see her. I got to see the side view of her as she came out and walked right past me
Yeah, she
very
was
quickly.
looking bad.
This
The
lady,
face that I had to look at.
this lady whose child,
I did not hit that kid.
I don't know. All I know is when I came in, the aftermath was over, and but I heard that the kid was, and the mom was not too happy, from what I understand, staring down whoever it was.
Well,
I said good morning. And
How dare-
I got a face like you wouldn't believe. Not a good morning back, that's for sure.
How dare you say
You had no more children in the restaurant with us. I mean,
that's true.
They saw what you did to the last one, Marsha, so they cleared out.
And then we went to the falls, didn't we? After we had breakfast.
okay. After Mike enraged the fellow diner, and then we learned we learned. So when we were on the booze cruise, we learned that Ricky has a secret stash. And we were at the coffee place, and Ricky's like, no coffee creamer coming out of her magic purse. I'm like, what?
I even looked at it.
Coffee
I was like,
mate.
no.
They do coffee mate. Yeah.
I was like, no, this is civilization. They're gonna have actual creamer. They did not.
They didn't.
She found somebody
She did
I
find
did.
at Hoppers.
It took us 4 days, but I did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anything you need, and I mean anything, is in Ricky's magic purse.
He has it.
We did what did you guys think of the falls? I thought the falls were awesome though.
Balls were beautiful.
The way
We
they
got-
have the park set up is very,
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah.
That's great
Yeah.
pictures.
Mhm.
It's very, very cool. And we got to see something while we were sitting around waiting. So let me pull this up.
That's the falls y'all hear.
Yep. And so that was very cool when he came out.
I know I'm with people that live, where I'm from. It's just kind of common. And then when I'm with y'all and, y'all are looking at a groundhog.
Y'all were so enthusiastic about it.
I'm sorry. I'm
We
sorry.
don't have groundhogs
we
out
don't
here.
have them over here. So it
Are
was
we-
awesome.
Or we have marmots, right? We have marmots,
Mhm.
which I think are a cousin to a
I
groundhog.
was gonna say we have to dodge him every
Hey,
now and again down
He
here.
was brave.
Cousins.
People don't realize how close he got to us. That
Yeah,
don't
he
even
was really
show.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
he was.
what do you
pretty
think?
close.
4 or 5 foot from the? Yeah.
Yep.
It was cool. Well, I've never seen it. Well, I've seen him. The Puxatony Phil or Puxaconty, the Pickataki, whatever that kind of groundhog is that comes out every year.
Yeah.
Foxatawny, right?
He posed perfectly for Bruce.
Uh-huh.
He did. It
Okay.
was awesome.
And we learned that this waterfall is at the back of a holler. And hollers have different socio-economical sections or something. And Kurt was explaining
He
that
is
the mouth of
twitching
the holler.
so bad right now. Kurt, would you like to jump in and?
What you were playing the holler?
Okay. So if you live where you first go in, that's called the mouth of the holler.
That's a rich people place.
And usually those have a little more land, a little more flatter land and everything. And then you go on up in the hollow, and you come to a fork. Usually there's a left fork and a right fork. So when you're telling your parents where you're at, I'm up right fork, or where something happened at. So anyway, and then of course you got the creek, and then you go on up in there and you got the head of the holler. The head of the holler is the furthest back you can go.
Don't go
And,
further back. Don't go further back.
Usually folks that live further back are jealous of the people that live at the close part of it because they can just get out of the holler real easy. You don't have to put up with scraping the road or anything, or stuff like that, or trees falling down. So there's your little. What are you doing? Why are you messing with my stuff? All right, I'm done.
As we're moving through the holler or the holla, and I'm murdering it,
Holla.
Holla.
Holler.
Holla.
Holler.
we're
Up the
we're understanding the sections, the parts, and how it all functions. I had no idea. Oh, and then so I'm watching Miss Ricky with her phone, and she knows things about phones that other
Yeah.
people don't know.
We all got educated,
Yes.
especially those with iPhones.
Ricky's a great iPhone photographer.
Yes.
She is very,
Yes.
very, very good. Very good. Welcome in, Danny, by the way.
I have a better eye at things, but Ricky can take a better photo of it.
She
Oh,
doesn't
make us,
actually use it for the channel, but she does a good job.
I use it for my social.
There you go.
He did tell me this. He did.
Kurt's well water hits hard.
Huh.
Hmm.
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 That's when you drink it off the rock.
Is that the water you were drinking, Cindy?
Well, as we are learning about hollow life or
Mhm.
holler life
Or mountain life?
and how it all works, I'm watching Kurt and he leans over and this stuff is dribbling off a rock And he leans over, cups it, and goes like that. And I'm like, what did you just do? You're gonna die of dysentery. And he goes, it's the best, most purest. And he gives this talk about the purity, the flavor.
Yep.
And then
What
we
did you do, Cindy?
What did you do? Which I am the proudest of anything that happened during this trip.
So after I understand the magic that is the Holler spring water, I'm like, I gotta have some of this stuff.
I was just worried. I was watching because I was worried we're gonna have to go to the emergency room and get her a shot.
I both of them.
City people, I swear.
To me, that when I saw him do that, that was the equivalent of someone reaching over into a mud puddle, scooping it up, and drinking it down. I'm like, what did you just do?
But tell them, tell everybody in here, this is your audience, tell them how the water was compared to what you've had in bottles and everything. How was that water?
Oh my gosh. It was sweet almost. It was so crisp and sweet tasting. I was surprised how good it was. So
I was too.
oh my God.
That was from the bear on top of the mountain.
That's
peeing
what
Yeah,
down.
exactly.
Captain Billy J.
Billy has a comment for the two of you couples.
It says all the panel.
You're the panel. We're the hosts. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. We have our roles.
Listed anywhere.
What did Destination Fun say?
I should have listened to Kurt. Next year we will drive instead of fly.
Yeah.
That's from Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she had a good deal. I don't blame her there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Mr. Paul saying hey to everybody again, Miss Ricky, Mr. Kurt, and the marvelous Miss Marsha.
Ooh, I like that.
He's good. He's got some great
Marvelous Marsha.
Okay.
Okay.
What's next?
We're okay. So we drove all the way up, and my Klock is driving, and it's smooth, and it's all these switchbacks, and we're looking at the foresty things because the forests are different than what we've seen before, and they're explaining things and all that kind of stuff. And on the way out, there was a lake that they must have filled up while we were at the mountain.
So, here's the thing. Here's the conversation. Going up to the falls, you know, we were on the right-hand side.
Who was on the right side? Who sat on the right side is what I want to know. Who sat right-handed going up the hill? Marsha did.
I did.
None of those folks told us that there was a lake on our way up there.
I
Nope.
saw it.
How do you miss the lake?
We saw it.
The
It
way the
wasn't
mountain's sitting, our car was sitting to where you couldn't see it. So only people on that side could see it.
But here's the thing. Coming back down, my lovely wife all of a sudden notices the lake and says, well, what did they do? Put a lake here while we were up there?
It's big too. Like Kurt, you understand,
I
Kurt?
don't look dumb, you know, like, wow, I don't pay attention to nothing, but I was with her on this. I was like, wow, I never
that come
seen
from?
that. Where did that come from?
That's how we're
And
mm-hmm.
Paul says cat heads, referring to the biscuits, which were good.
Mhm.
Welcome in, Ron. Glad you are here. It was nice seeing you and your family this weekend.
What did Meg say?
Okay, I was going to say, did we mention the campground? Okay.
I'm glad it wasn't at the cat litter breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, don't call it something like that.
Got another year now.
I can't go back.
There may have been statements going around when we were.
They did have a nice campground, and all those cabins, they were awesome.
Oh, yeah.
The barrel ones, I like those barrel ones too.
So we're driving.
The glamping tents.
The big trash
Yeah.
cans that they sleep in. The big,
No, the
the big
glamping-
old trash cans.
Trash can. You called it a silo at first.
It looked like a silo to me. Mm-hmm.
I need a mute button for him.
So we're driving around this fantastic campground, and the first thing Ricky notices is the zip lines, and I think she's excited about going on the zip lines.
When they start
Absolutely.
really low, you have to wonder.
The zip lines are supposed to be taunt, not dragging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zip line is your own
It
risk.
did not look safe at all.
It looked like something George of the Jungle was going to go, flying by.
Yep.
Miss Ricky quit school in the 3rd grade because they had recess, and she don't play.
Oh.
Hey, this is what I was going to comment to. How odd was it that Paul gave Ricky heck when we were hanging out? He really,
He gave it to her.
yeah, he did.
Anybody that meets her in person and realizes how she really is, that's what happens. You see Marsha's face right there. You see that face. She's holding it back. She's like,
Oh,
I did think she was shy before I got to know her. I will just leave it at
oh,
that.
there comes the doll.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go.
They will-
Beware. All the dollies are out tonight.
Welcome.
What's Captain saying? We could have had the championship game before dinner, but you guys took 3 hours to play the first round. Klock said we weren't playing when I asked him after dinner. You're blaming Klock? And the 3 hours is probably pretty close. We struggled.
really, to be safe, Billy, I really didn't think they'd be finished the game now. That game was taking forever.
Hey, Tom and Terry, welcome in. TNT's Adventure. It was great hanging out with you guys. Also, they hung out with us on Saturday. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Welcome in.
Glad you guys are here.
Okay, so every time we stopped and we needed information, Marsha was out of that van.
Champion.
Yeah, and part of it might have been because if Kurt went out, we'd still be sitting there waiting to get the information.
Oh, no. I'll get it. I don't want to take all day.
Well, nobody wanted to at first.
He would have sold insurance.
I did very well. These 2 men above me really pushed the insurance issue this weekend.
They kind of did a little bit.
They slowed us up several
The
times.
funny thing is, I got -2 subscribers.
I won and I lost it, won it back, won it, lost it. It went back and forth with the same.
They can't decide if they really want to be our friend or not.
Yeah.
For Kurt's breaking
all the rules. Yes.
I have not.
Yes. I would agree with that.
Before we leave the campground, can we get Marsha's reaction to the chain gang that was there?
I got really excited. So we saw a state prison bus near the barrel.
Hey, where's there to pick us up?
And I was like, okay. And so we were talking about how there might be prisoners around. And as we're driving back off from this camping site and everything, I look over and there are these people in these tan outfits on the hill picking up trash. I was like, look, they're prisoners.
With the window down and everything.
That's how we kept our doors locked when we.
What's it say? Ricky and Klock guilted me into Girl Scout cookies, and I now have gained 5 pounds.
I was 1 box.
5 pounds off 1 box.
It's
Only
fine.
Well, we bought 4. So what do you think?
I think we got quite a
I
bit.
think we got 4 or 5.
And then some of you folks brought yours to our room and left some of them.
What's with that?
We were sharing snacks.
We were sharing.
Milk. I
Yeah.
mean,
We
no
ate
milk was gone.
a lot of them.
I think that's coming up here in a little
Oh,
bit
okay.
about the milk.
Hey, George, welcome in. Glad you're here.
Speaking about snacks, the Klocks brought some kind of voodoo corn chip magic that have
Those.
No. You of all people talking about voodoo and sage and all this. So you don't be going over to there calling somebody else what you're getting ready to say. Look at your own self a little bit on that.
Kurt.
Comment.
stick with the notes.
We got to pick up.
Oh.
We got to pick up speed.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Okay, are we at the campground? Oh, and this is where Kurt decides to get on Marco Polo.
Interesting. Yeah.
And he crawls on the roof of the van to do his first shot. It was
Ooh,
amazing.
yeah. Did that little live on there. Proud of myself for that one. Got a lot of people jealous because look how many times they chimed in.
This is true. Okay, then we went to the mountain coaster.
Yeah, we're at Mountain Coaster.
Yeah. Don't forget we tried to go see a castle, but they closed it.
Yeah, we drove up to a big old castle. Also, did we do lunch before this?
I don't know.
Lunch was after. Yeah, lunch was after one.
Yeah, I think lunch was after.
Yeah, because we got with
Yeah,
Scott.
we did a late lunch that day, like at 3 or something.
Another time that lunch was big. We thought.
Enjoyed the mountain coaster.
Shared.
Yeah.
So there was just lots of
But
vocalizations.
at that lunch, was it that one that Marsha showed us her talent?
Oh, sorry, we're not. That was the night before, wasn't it?
That was
it?
an Angels and Cowboys.
I did
Oh,
it.
was
I-
it? Well, we missed that part then.
I didn't get it done at the first one. It took me to the second
We should
to
have
the
told them
lunch.
we don't talk about that. On.
You get it? Okay.
All right, let's see the audience. Hello.
Marsha is going to.
I just messed it up myself.
Well, the pressure here. We're down to less than.
She's got the look of concentration.
Gotta show up the proof.
My nails will grab it.
Yeah, I know you got to pull on this, make sure it's tight.
It was not. Normally I can grab it.
She tied it. You got to pull on.
I mean, everybody has to have a special talent.
Everyone does. Yep.
Mine's just tying cherries in the knot.
So we learned. And, Marcia did that without making god awful faces. She kind of looked glamorous the whole time. I'm like, how are you doing that, girl?
Not really.
And I think I said hi to George, but if I didn't, I'm sorry, George. Welcome in. And also Will from Together We Travel. Welcome in.
Any thoughts to share on the coaster? Just a lot of vocalizations, except for Miss Ricky. She was surprisingly silent, slightly deadly, I think, going down that
I think she was scared because she hit the brakes.
I
5
had the
miles
brakes
an hour.
around the sharpest turn, so I didn't go flying.
You said you went on 2 wheels?
I don't know how many wheels the thing had, but I can just tell you when I went around the curve, I started going like this, and I thought, maybe next time I'll use the brakes going down. So it was scary.
Oh, do we have footage?
Do we have pictures?
Well, I got a few pictures here. Actually, hold on one second, because before I show a couple, and I know we've kind of seen this one going around, but we've got a video here. But I do want to share something. Right? If y'all look right there, Mr. Klock has his tongue out, looking just all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
This is some good Photoshop you got here.
What's scary is that he just kept doing it. Everybody kept walking up with the camera. He's like, okay, I'll do it again and again and again.
I thought it was hilarious. And when I was pulling that footage, I'm like, whoa, I have not seen this yet.
He starts howling at about 4 o'clock. Come here, Sonny, come here. Look at this. I didn't see this last time. But apparently Ricky did, because when he's saying, didn't Ricky's doing her face check thing. That happened.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Mike, Cruise Vet. Glad you are here.
All right. So then any other things to share about the vocalizations, the squealing, the 2 wheels, the rear ending that went on that shouldn't have on the coaster?
Really?
I don't
got
think
rear
I didn't see none of this. I didn't get none of this. So.
I can tell you, I was already down the mountain and waited about 5 minutes before Kurt ever got down to the bottom of it.
Well, I got off at the top and did my video and got back on.
Found somebody
I'm
else.
sure
Sold
Kurt
some
was
insurance.
Kurt was probably riding the brake all the way down.
We made it to North Atlanta and stopped at Wally World, but the airport is on the south side. Yeah, we learned that was terrible. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now y'all see why I don't drive. Exactly. I think we're way down in the chat here. I just want to make sure we're paying attention.
Dang.
Right here.
Yep.
It was nice to see
Hey,
everyone.
Darian, it was really nice to meet you in person over the weekend. You guys did a great job putting that all together. It was a lot of fun, and it was really nice seeing you there. And Mom. Yeah, his mom there was really cool.
Yeah, and a lot of friends of his. Yeah.
Yep.
Then we had lunch at the Bavarian Village, which is shareable portions again. That was huge.
Bavarian. Yeah.
So he was.
And we met Scott and Gina, and we had lunch with them.
Yeah.
And we all went and sat on a bear.
Mhm.
So so these are our friends, Christian and Jake. They had the spaghetti ice.
And they drove in from Texas.
And this is the look of Sasquatch after Klock had his little episode.
Well,
Look
wouldn't
at
you, after that tongue went down your throat?
Ew.
Face I usually have.
Messing with Sasquatch.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my!
Truth telling over the weekend.
Oh.
And here's Marcia going down the coaster.
You see in the background there, they had roofers doing some work. A little bit
Yep.
of work going on there.
Yep, they're working on it. And there's Mr. Kurt.
Had some fun. The clocks. Why didn't I get Mike and Ricky?
We were the first ones.
Oh, you were
They
the
were
first
the
one.
first.
Okay.
Yeah, they were in when you got there.
Because if you're not first,
You last.
Let's just enjoy this picture for a moment.
Marsha, we love you.
I'm on
Where
those
was?
right now. You pick which ones they are. I'm just saying. Who sent me that picture too? Like nana.
I didn't know none of this. Oh.
Look
There's
at that.
some-
I love that picture. I love that.
Bear styling pictures.
Oh, Kurt almost broke the arm off of the bear.
Yeah, he was really twisting it.
Mike was so paranoid that Kurt was messing with him.
Yeah, and he wasn't, which is
Oh.
funny. It's
Oh, I
unusual.
Did you ever learn what those little deer horns? I told you they were, inside that restaurant, the Bavarian restaurant.
They. You're gonna get me to say it, but they were dicky deer.
Say that again. They were what?
That's what the guy said, that they were little dicky deer.
Do you remember when this was
He
a
did tell you that.
child-friendly
Didn't
show?
he? He did tell you that. I forgot. Wow, I forgot all about that too.
Well, Kurt said they were jackalope, and then Mike started swearing to it as well. But I know jackalope; they're much bigger than that.
Jack.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. Glad you were here.
Jackalope and
Yes, Paul. It's the old Bavarian Inn. I don't know why
Yeah,
she
Old
calls it
Bavarian
Bavarian
Inn.
Village.
It takes a village, Kurt.
It takes a village. Yeah.
It takes a village.
Okay, then after that, I don't know what I've lost track. I don't even know where our notes are anymore.
After lunch, we did some hanging out a little bit, and then we went for a dessert
At Paul's.
at Paul's. We didn't do dinner that night. We really didn't.
we had that late big lunch.
It was too much food.
Yeah.
Too much food. I really enjoyed the key lime pie. It was yummy.
When we were there at Paul's Steakhouse, there was several come over and and come and joined us. That was a part of the group, so we got to hang out with them too.
Eric B.
Eric B came.
Blaine.
Yeah.
Lane,
Oh, who else? Who else in there?
Darian.
Darian.
Mhm.
Darian's son.
Yeah, there was quite a few there.
We're drawing complete blanks.
Yeah,
But there were people there. We were not the only people in the
quite a few
restaurant.
there.
And then there was a custody battle.
This is the only
Basically-
custody battle that you have where people are fighting on who's going to keep the person.
This is true.
Somebody kept pawning off her husband.
Oh, I didn't even know that really took place.
Yeah. Oh, there were several times I was like, Ricky,
Several.
you deal with him. You can have him. He's your husband.
No,
now.
wasn't we somewhere eating and they put Marcia and Mike as a couple again?
At
Where was-
Paul's.
is
And he
that-
put his arm around me. Do y'all remember that?
Yes. He's so casual. Mike, they just took the picture, and then Mike was like a movie theater.
You two together too? Is what he said. You two?
Yeah, we're like, yeah.
It was hilarious. Okay, so at the dinner, blah blah blah, we met people. That's where some organic. Nope. What happened?
Organic
Organic what? What are you talking about?
vandalism? Is that?
Vandalism.
Oh, I thought maybe stuff that smelled like skunk. Okay,
Vandalism.
I wasn't where you
What
were
the
going
heck
with
are
it.
you talking
I
about?
don't know.
Where did you go, Kurt?
Driving by and it was rolling out from this one car. I thought y'all saw that.
We didn't. We were playing with the
No.
clone.
It was right before we went skipping.
Cindy
That
tried
was
to get me to commit vandalism.
Or engage in creative modern art.
jail.
I'm sure I really want you to tell that to the one cop in that town that had nothing else to do.
He hit so many people while we're there.
Golly.
He probably made his quota in those 2 days.
For a
Well,
year.
We're doing this. We're into the cones. We're building stuff, and Marsha's like, I'm out. But Ricky's like, I can't let her go alone. I'm in it with her.
He had to bail us out. I figured I'd just stay over here and I'll bail them out when they go to jail.
Somebody's got to tell a story.
Yeah. They were building stuff with cones.
They were
Then
making
they said they wish they would have stole one of the cones to hold Mike's spot for the van.
Hey, Roxanne.
That is also true.
Welcome in, Roxanne. Glad you are here.
Okay, we better check in with chat because some organic happy skipping broke out somewhere along that night.
Yeah, it did.
2 more days.
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
minutes. 9 minutes now. Oh, boy.
I missed the song.
Yeah.
I'm so waiting for the song.
I was thinking skip to my Lou.
All right, so that was. Are we still on Thursday night? Or are we on Friday?
Oh man,
night?
we're not gonna make it
Thursday.
Thursday. We better just start hitting highlights. Okay, so we better just drop our
Well, then
docking points.
we went to Saturday. Let's skip on to Saturday. Hey Z, welcome in. Glad you're here. So Saturday was fun. And Tom and Terry from TNT Adventures of the Sea met up with us on Saturday, and that was a lot of fun meeting them and hanging out with them.
Hot sauce.
Oh yes. So somebody said we had to do a hot sauce challenge. And I do.
Really sweet. For me, I'd say it's about
If
a
you
1 out of
notice,
10 on the
Mr.
heat. But what I like to
Kurt
do is
was the
mix
one
that with cream
that
cheese
told us
and use it
that
as
we
a
had to do
stuffer
this.
for my jalapeno poppers.
We thought
makes
he
a
was
good
going to
potato
do it
salad.
with us because Ricky, did he not say he was going to do it with us?
He did.
You see him say, "I'm out."
He did. And there,
So Ricky stepped up.
It's called
Ricky
Southern Dish
did.
in Vidalia.
he stepped up, and Ricky and I
Higher end.
ended up doing
This right here, this ghostly garlic fusion, is our best seller. It's a little bit of ghost pepper, and it's mostly habanero and cayenne.
Ghost
So it's a
pepper
little bit
and
hotter than a habanero, but not ghost pepper hot yet. But it is 10 pounds of garlic in a 5-pound bag. It's coming from. You got this pepper.
Long time.
So it's really smoky. Some people call them
Kurt trying to
I
do.
was trying to get forward because we saw.
and
Well, it's back a little bit. We did finish all the thing in.
Somewhere in there is Will.
Yep. Somewhere Will came in, said hey, which was awesome meeting him. And somewhere after Kurt got done tasting his jellies, he came back.
He didn't even taste jellies.
Oh, he just sniffed them.
He sniffed some
seasoning.
kind of seasoning. He didn't even taste a jelly.
So that was a lot of fun, though. It really was. And we ended up getting 4 of those. Where's our? Here we go. So we ended up buying 4 of those, which those are on their way to us now. So we can't wait to get those.
Got a tracking number. So we wouldn't have even got in there if Kurt hadn't gotten us in there. So I'm glad you did what it took to get us in there, Kurt.
Absolutely. It was.
Bamboozled
it was
and
awesome.
had, but
You're
we were
welcome.
there.
It was
Glad
fun.
I learned to listen to me.
What's really funny is when we were at lunch, Kurt told us that there's a video out there that has him doing the tasting. And Marcia says, yeah, there is a video, and showed us the video. Ironically, it wasn't Kurt doing the tasting, it was Marcia doing the tasting. So I'm not sure what happened, but
Somebody's got to be an editor and stuff and be production.
So then we went to the motorcycle diner. Does anyone remember? There was
we did, yeah. What was that restaurant called where we had the potato
Pie
salad?
or something.
It was Two Tire Tavern.
Two tire.
Two Tire Tavern. It was fun. But Ricky, would you like to explain what happened to this little piggy?
Oh,
It was
So-
crushing. It was so
the
killing.
entire weekend, we found out that Cindy doesn't eat bacon because she feels as though that's torturous to the little piggies. Okay. that's
worse.
okay.
It's worse than torturous.
Until we're sitting there and Mike is eating a bunch of bacon and she's like, don't you feel the least bit bad? What about all the little piggies? And I was like, Cindy, do you know what the song Little Piggies is about? Her interest piqued. And I told her it's about the little piggies going to the slaughterhouse.
Mother Goose, what were you thinking? I had no idea. Have we all not little bit? I paint my toes every summer this little piggy pink, and I think they're so cute. Now I've got to just think slaughterhouse pink. Forever changed. Forever changed.
Forever. It's a little upsetting. She okay?
And Lisa says, I think she meant to say thinking because she put it down there. Thanking Marcia and Ricky for the beverages and food at Cornhole.
Oh, Lisa's cruise adventures in here. Okay.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing them.
I just want to
And Eric B's in the house. Welcome in, Eric. Oh, and there's Scott. Welcome in, Scott.
Hey. Who else is in?
Wine soup.
Cindy, before was it before or after the song that you were eating the bacon potato skins?
Yeah.
After.
Oh.
But who ate the bacon? Who ate the bacon?
Didn't
So
Mike
here's
eat
a question, and we should have did this we should do this as a poll question. If you have, which night did you have the vegetarian hash? When did you have that?
That was for breakfast at Hoffers.
That was a breakfast at Hoffers.
If you have vegetarian hash, but then you add, this was a question Cindy has. If you add sausage to it and this other stuff, is it vegetarian hash anymore?
Is it?
No.
No.
Because she was offended that people wanted to ruin her vegetarian hash by adding other stuff to it. Just
I'm trying to make it better.
It was missing flavor.
Ricky, I don't want to point fingers at someone who may have destroyed the veggie hash, but it did happen.
I mean, I'm the one who almost went with the veggie omelet so I can add my own meat.
Mhm.
You're missing the point, people.
Mike says admitting you have a problem is the first step.
Yep.
Several people on this panel enjoyed swine soup. Let's just.
That's correct.
Mhm.
I
I
couldn't
agree.
finish mine. It was too much.
It was really, really good. And Tom and Terry hung out with us when we had the swine soup and all that good stuff.
Yeah, you
It was
admit
a lot
it.
of
You had
fun.
swine soup.
Yeah.
It was good.
Okay, so fun fact: somebody has personalized electrified cornhole boards
They do.
with their names engraved. It was fun.
Mhm.
We're gonna win. All right. So we played cornhole. Ricky and Cindy rule.
They did.
Sorry,
They
Captain.
did.
We did.
And then we had dinner that night at the Opera House. Is that how it's called? Or
No, that wasn't where dinner was.
No.
where was dinner at?
What about the rest of us, Marjorie? You're just gonna bail Mike out?
It's the last place on the left as you're leaving town. That's where
There
it
you go. There you go. That was a lot of fun too. We got to see even more people there. Traveling Fools
Wow.
came in that night, so that was a lot of fun.
And let's see. Then we all had to leave at the crack of dawn, except for CME Traveling.
We learned a lot about Journey with the Gingers. We got to hang out with Hannah. That's another one that we didn't get to mention in here, but we got to hang out with them.
Cindy, you missed the part about purchasing something at the store to smudge.
Okay, so
Sure.
Kurt may have needed an intervention. So we were going to do a smudging ceremony with Sage to help Kurt find his sunshine.
Jeez.
This may have occurred after nobody wanted to adopt or claim him for an evening. But he wouldn't let us smudge him. But I do have the sage, Kurt. I still have it.
Okay.
Nautical Nurse Nancy, welcome in. All right, so we are at the top of the hour. So let us quick go through and everyone. Oh, we got Denise is in the house. Welcome in, Denise. Glad you are here. Hopefully everything's going well with you guys.
Fats and Tire?
Trey.
Hello.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Fats and Trey.
And Trey.
Oh, Fats and Trey. I'm sorry. I have glasses on. You can't tell.
Bruce,
Well-
you're so far behind in the chat, it isn't funny.
Oh, you guys, you guys want to catch us up? Anything fun we need to? There's a comment about Ricky. We got to get that out.
Hoffenbross is the name of it. She wrote it down here. Meg near at 9:59 told you the name.
Ricky, do you have a right-handed smoke bender?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know if I want to answer that on live television.
Inquiring minds.
We got
This is
MVP
true.
Libby.
We all got mentioned by Kathy Mills in her skit. All three of
Yes.
us. All three
We
of us.
did. She did a fantastic job. Absolutely.
I don't mind saying
You
it.
did not embarrass yourself at all. I thought that we really did think that was the
Right.
best skit out of
Best
all
skit.
of them.
Funny.
Even if you hadn't mentioned me, it was still the best skit
It was.
for me. It's the only one I could see real good too.
Cindy said from now on she'd like to do skits every time we go.
Cindy is in favor of doing a skit.
Hey, there's Will right there. Welcome in, Will. Glad
Hi,
you're
Will.
here. It was nice meeting you, buddy.
We saw you at the hot shop.
The hot shop.
Pepper Palace.
Oh yeah, the pepper place, Pepper
Oh,
Palace.
oh, yeah, okay. Like the hot shop.
Well,
Yeah.
we're
there we
trying.
go.
He's close.
We're done.
We're just making sure we're getting through the
Just
chat.
checking, make sure we catching everybody. So make sure you guys go check out Nautical Nurse Nancy and let her know we sent you her way. Just checking to see if anybody new came in.
Or if we have any questions about left-handed benders for Ricky.
Travel Adventures with Eric B is in here. I didn't see him earlier.
Yeah, he came in kind of late.
Yeah, we saw him. Let's see. I guess we are.
There was a big wow. I wonder what the big wow was about.
Petzl. I'm not even going to try to say that.
We're just running through the chat. Okay, we're probably over time. And I know on the East Coast, for our East Coasties, it's way past their bedtime. Ricky, the
Yes.
MVP, world's worst pickup line. Hi there. I got a Dickie deer. What?
Wow.
And we found it in the holler.
Lori Barber just came in. Hi, Lori.
Hello.
Hey, Chris, welcome in. Our friends, they were there this weekend. Chris and Jake, welcome in.
They were the couple that was eating the ice in our show earlier.
Yep.
Very nice couple.
Ship to Shore Cruise News. Hello.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
in. Thank you.
Welcome in. All right. Well,
What does Kathy say? All three of you were in my skit.
Oh, yeah, that's what
which I
Kurt
hope
just
went
said.
over
That's
okay.
how far
Yeah.
back we are. So
Oh man, we are way back. Kathy, you were fun to meet. You were fun to talk
really
to.
were. That was
You
awesome.
were a highlight.
And Lori Barber made it in. Welcome in, Lori. Glad you are here. All right. All right, everybody. We'll go check out Nautical Nurse Nancy. Thank you all for coming in. And thank you,
We had a blast.
the panel, for coming in and
For them.
weekend. Oh, and there is
Ship to Shore Cruise News.
Welcome in. Glad you are here.
Stuart.
Came over from the Lalita Loca live stream. Well, thank you so much. Glad you were able to make it. All right, everybody. Well, everyone have a wonderful evening. Thank you all for coming.
Go see Nautical Nurse
And
Nancy.
go check out Nautical Nurse Nancy. And until next time, happy travels.
We'll see you out there.